सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shukacharya was having doubt about his own father's abidance in the truth. So, he had this problem. What is this world? Where from it has come? Who is this creator? So, when his father Vyasaji told him, I know this, I know this. See? Then what the father can say, to be very frank, I don't know. It is said that if you pierce your ear, at home it is painful. But when the same thing is done by the goldsmith, it is not painful. That goldsmith is the guru. So, there is one saying, Ati parichayad avajnya, means familiarity breeds contempt. It is so important for us to know. So, he said, I don't know. You go and ask Janakji. And he has gone through the process. Thereafter, praptam praptavyam akhilam muktastvam bhrantimutsruja. So he was told by the king, Hey, Shukadeva Maharaj, you have attained everything. There is nothing more to be attained. Therefore, leave this notion that you are bound. This is what we have been telling you again and again. You don't have to become divine. You are divine. Whether you know or you don't know, you are divine. Whether you want or you don't want, this is too much. See, friends, we have no doubt about it. No, this we also heard in many satsang. They say, kuch nahi hota. All that will stop. So, praptam praptavyam akhilam. Therefore, what should be our spiritual practice? Na kuch pana, na kuch khona, nothing to gain, nothing to lose, nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just hearing this, see your own experience. Praptam praptavyam akhilam. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Then muktahatvam. You are liberated. See, muktahatvam. And bhranti mutsruja. Give up this wrong notion that you have to achieve something in life. You have to gain something. You have to protect something. Nothing. Relax. Relax, relax. So, Bhranti Musrujya, Anushishtas Tatha Rajnya, and when this was told by Janak Maharaj to uh, Shukacharya. Now, I am also telling you, you are all Shukacharya, but I am not Janak Maharaj. Friends. Anushishtas Tatha Rajnya, Vishashrama Shukastada. Shukdev Maharaj attained fulfillment in life. Enough. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Then Vita Shoka Shashamasau Nirvikalpa Samadhina Tavapyakshat Tavapya Tava Api Apikshate Nunam Malamatra Apamarjanam. So Shukacharya was thus Vita Shokaha. He attained freedom from the worries. Now tell me what worries he had. He didn't want anything, naked. He was not worried about anything except where from the world has come. Or keep quiet, relax. Don't bother about this world. This world has always been like this thing. His problem and our problem is we want to establish the potability quality of the mirage waters. How can we harvest mirage waters so that we can save the planet from dehydration? Friends, so Vita Shoga Shaha Masau. So Shukacharya became free from the miseries. And what was the attainment? Nirvikalpa Samadhina. Now it is also very important to know. Vikalpa means what? Vikalpa means options. Options are always about two things. Whether he is a good person or a bad person. Whether she knows or doesn't know. Whether I will be able to reach there on time or not. Whether I should take one more dosha or not. Vikalpa. Whenever options are possible, samsara begins. I'll tell you one example. There is one boy and he is from Hyderabad. And it so happened, I knew him when he was small. Thereafter his parents shifted from USA to India and he was studying for his medicine and he completed his MBBS. In between his mother died because of cancer and he was staying in the hostel also and father at home. One day, suddenly I got a call from him. I was so surprised because the name was that of his mother. I thought, did she call me from heaven or what? So he says, Swamiji, I am son of so and so. You know me very well. My mother was very fond of you. I said, yes, now I know everything. Yes, what can I do for you? He said, Swamiji, I am in the wrong body. I don't think I am a man. I am a woman. So I contacted all the professors in our medical college. They say, no, there is nothing wrong with you. Don't worry. You are perfect. But I don't feel I am man or woman. Then I said, contact psychiatrist. Everything he did. But still, that vikalpa, whether I am a man or a woman, kept on bugging him. Ultimately, he got himself operated. Then, now I am at peace. So what is Nirvikalpa Samadhi? Vikalpa, no options are given in life. This is how Nirvikalpa Samadhi begins. Don't give yourself too many options. Accept the life as it is presented to you. This is one meaning. Second is, now find out, do we have option whether I am or I am not? We have no option. So what will be the Nirvikalpa Samadhi optionless experience? Optionless experience is that I am beyond is and is not. See, I am rich, I am poor. I am educated, I am uneducated. These are options. But I am is not an option. So just being is Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Don't become anybody. See, friends. So, Vita Shoga Ashasha Masau Nirvikalpa Samadhina. My dear friends, there is one book, Tripura Rahasya. It's a very deep text, 22 chapters. That book has helped me a lot. It is not a routine type. It is like our Yoga Vasistha. There, in the 18th chapter, if I remember correctly, the teacher is the wife and the disciple is the husband. Not only that, everywhere. So, this wife, the teacher, she was teaching him about the spiritual life and naturally meditation. Spirituality means the virus must enter. Meditation virus. So he was sitting. And she being his wife, she came to his room and on his bed he was sitting. She sat next to him, hugged him. Hey, I am missing you. Now this meditator, you only taught me. And now you are behaving like this, so low quality life. We are divine. Don't try to tempt me. I am doing meditation, don't you see? She started laughing. See, wise people laugh, otherwise people cry. So, she said, hey my dear, tell me, what do you get when you close your eyes? And what do you lose when you open your eyes? Don't disturb meditation in progress. And some of them, they want half opening eyes, Unnecessary struggle. And then how to keep eyes half open? I say that depends on what is your understanding. What should be the understanding? How many eyes you have got? Half, one. Meditation. Don't get carried away by those gimmicks. Therefore, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, she says, we all go through Nirvikalpa Samadhi dozens of times every day. As we know waking experience, as we know dream experience, as we know deep sleep experience, we are not introduced to the Nirvikalpa Samadhi experience. And therefore, although We go through that experience, yet we are not benefited by that. See, my friends, don't struggle in life. The more you struggle, you are away from yourself. See? Vita shokaha shashamasau nirvikalpa samadhina. Therefore, our happy mantra tells what is nirvikalpa samadhi? Mauj mein raho, be happy. We don't have to achieve anything. We don't have to gain anything. We don't have to lose anything. Relax, relax. So, nirvikalpa samadhina tavo apekshate nunam. See? Mala matra apamarjanam. So, hey Ram, now what is expected of you is only cleansing the impurities of wrong notions from your mind. So, we understand, suppose on my shirt there is a black or a blue dot. It will be conspicuously seen. Then what we will say, hey, there is something dirty on your shirt. Because other than this color, any other color is there, it is a dirt. When I take food, sometimes the food goes in my beard. Rice. So, in somebody's house, I was taking food. Their small daughter, she says, Swamiji, Swamiji, yes. There is some dirty thing on your beard. I said, remove slowly. Don't pull it. It is not a wig. It is real. So, she took it out. Show me. It was rice. I said, do you think I am eating dirt? Because in my plate there is rice. No, Swamiji, I don't understand what you talk. And in that attempt, one hair was sacrificed and landed in the plate. Then again, when I was taking food, Swamiji, again there is a dirt. What is the dirt there? See the hair. Now we have to understand. In the beard, other than the beard, anything is there, it is a dirt. In the food, other than the food, anything is there, is a dirt. So do you mean that hair in the food is a dirt? So is there dirt on my face or what? So there is rice in my plate. So when it is in my beard, it is a dirt. So am I eating dirt or what? What is the meaning of impurity? Impurity means something other than what should be. This is what is Malamatra apamarjanam. Now what is the impurity? This gross thing we understand. What is the impurity in milk? When we add milk to the water or water to the milk. When we add milk to the water, water becomes impure. And when we add water to the milk, then milk becomes impure. Meaning what? Other than that, anything else is impurity. Now come to yourself. Other than being a man or a woman, if I become husband or wife, daughter-in-law or mother-in-law, impurity has come. And this is what is the source of all miseries. Therefore, malamatra apamarjanam, this is all that we have to achieve in life. Therefore, what are the impurities in us? 4 impurities I told you, 4 or 5. And all impurities can be named by one word, that is wrong notions. We are all leading notional life. See? I am husband, I am wife, I am rich, I am poor, I am educated, I am uneducated. Wrong notion about ourselves. Wrong notion about the world. The world is too much. Which world is too much? The five elements. Which world is too much? No, the world is too much. Without knowing what the world is, we keep on suffering. Then the wrong notion about God. Keep him above the clouds. See? We all have been flying with air. So, when we go above the clouds, do we see God anywhere? Where is he? We have pushed the God away, and therefore, oh Lord, and he is here. Wrong notions about God, and then wrong notions about spiritual practice. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athavadanam Jnana Vihina Sarvamatena Bhajatina Muktim Janmashatena Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam. Wrong notions. And ultimately, wrong notions about God realization. So, what is the dirt that we are carrying? Malamatra apamarjanam, wrong notions we have to discard. This is all that is remaining. Now, what these wrong notions do? Vasana tanavam rama moksha ityuchyate budaihi padartha vasana dardyam bandha ityabhidhiyate. Vasana tanavam rama moksha iti uchyate budaihi. By the wise people, it is declared that vasana tanavam, reducing the burden of wrong notions, ultimately free from all wrong notions. That is moksha. Moksha means mo means moha. Ksha means kshaya. All wrong notions are removed. Non-notional existence. See? I am man, woman notion. I am rich, poor notion. I am man, woman notion. I am Hindu, not Hindu notion. In deep sleep, we are Hindu or a Muslim or Christian or Sikh. But then these notions become so strong. And the whole world is suffering because of this wrong notion. This notion virus is worse than the corona. Corona means don't do anything. This is karo. Jagda karo. See, friends. Therefore, vasana tanavam, reducing the wrong notions is moksha. There was a troubleshooter, he told a simple fellow, Are Gupta ji, we heard that your son met with an accident. And Gupta ji said, oh God, oh. So the wife said, don't become panicky. Call him and find out. Okay. And called. Son is in America, this fellow is in India. So daytime he called, there it is night, 2 o'clock. He lifted the phone and shouted at father, how many times I told you don't call this time? Bang. He is all right. Now, who was disturbed? The father was disturbed. Is the father reality or the man reality? Therefore, vasana tanavam rama moksha ityuchyate budaihi. We are all carrying the burden of these wrong notions. And therefore, what is spiritual life? Come back to yourself. And this is what we do. Unfortunately, we don't understand this. When we sleep, what we do? Sleep is a process of undoing. It is not a process of doing. We give up the whole world. Then we give up our achievement and failure. Then we give our relations and possessions. Then we are inside our house. We give up everything in the house. Then we are in our bedroom. Give up all the contents of the bedroom. We are below the quilt. And ultimately, what is the last mantra when we go to sleep? I want to sleep. I want to sleep. Till such time this I is there, sleep doesn't begin. And ultimately, the one who rejected everything, even he has to be rejected. And we come to a point which cannot be rejected, that eternal presence is our essential nature. Therefore, Vasanatanavam Rama Moksha Ityuchyate Budaihi. So deep sleep is a temporary moksha, a temporary liberation. Then Padartha Vasana Dardhyam. But when we are too much attached to the worldly things and beings, that is Bandha Ityabhidiyate, that is called as bondage. Therefore, where is bondage and liberation? Both of them are only in the mind. We only imagine. Without smoking, I can't live. I have to smoke. Then after some time, we give up smoking. No, I don't like smoking. Who is making us dance? Our mind. And we don't understand this. Therefore, my friends, remember this principle. You may trust a cobra. He may not bite you. Don't trust your mind. Keep the mind in strict discipline. No options given. Then only we will be able to conquer the mind. So, Padartha Vasana Dardhyam, Bandha Ityabhidiyate, getting too much involved and influenced by the vagaries of the mind is bondage. Eva muktva vasishtam cha vishwamitrubhya bhashata atrasya chitta vishrantaihi raghavasya mahatmanaha raghunamapi sarvesham prabhu kulaguro mune yuktim chopadishya adya tvam ityukto munirabravit. Eva muktva vasishtam, in this manner, having told, this was told by whom? By Vishwamitra ji, the story of Shukacharya. Having thus told, then this Vishwamitra ji spoke to Vasistha ji, said, Vishwamitra abhyabhashata atra asya chitta vishrantaihi raghavasya mahatmana. Now does Rama, Raghava, this great Raghava, for the cooling of his mind. Chitta Vishrantehi. His mind is very disturbed. See? His mind is very disturbed like what? See? Like, I want to drink mirage waters. But there is nothing like mirage water. But I see it every time. You don't want to give me. Now what can you talk? See? Our condition of life is like what? Like a bird sitting in front of a mirror. We also stand in front of mirror, but we don't suffer. That is the only time we are happy. Various angles. This angle, how do I look? That angle, how do I look? But when the bird stands in front of the mirror, oh, there is somebody. Dvitiyatvai bhayam bhavati. Wherever there is a sense of otherness, desire, anger and fear, these three things are bound to be. So the bird looks at its own reflection and becomes fearful. Therefore enemy, therefore kill. Then the bird will start pecking to such an extent that his beak will start bleeding. Even then he is not going, oh God, where is he? Let me check. So the bird goes behind the mirror. It is not there. I think it has gone away. Again he comes in front of the mirror. again it is there. See? Then he goes to yoga classes. And then he does yoga. And he does pranayam. And after yoga pranayam, opens. Oh, still there. I think this is not useful. Okay, let me do the japa. Om Nishya, Om Nishya, Om Nishya, Om Nishya, Om Nishya, Om Nishya. Oh, still there. Oh God, what to do now? I think, let me do meditation. He does meditation. After meditation is over, again it is there, reflection. He may do anything. Ultimately, out of anger, he wants to destroy the mirror. He may destroy the mirror, but nothing can be done to the reflection. Exactly this world is very deep thought, be attentive. You think you are seeing me, and I think I am seeing you. Both of us are in fool's paradise. What you are seeing is not me, my image on your mind. If you do not allow the image to form, why? Because dosha meditation is going on. So when, I think we should tell Vrushali, no dosha in the morning, no idli in the morning. Okay? Give them something spicy so that how many times I told you, when you take food, remember, there is lunch also. But once we sit there, then we forget the whole world. This idli dosha, it has gone so deep in my head. I was in South, everywhere idli dosha, idli dosha. Even I used to dream idli dosha. And in one of my dreams, I dreamt, in place of the pillow, there was the idli. And in place of a quilt, there was a dosha. How much our mind gets influenced by this. The more we become aware. See? So when we are able to recognize that you are not seeing me, I am not seeing you, it is only the reflection on your mind that is seen. See? And if you go one step further, you are not seeing even the reflection of my face, but you are seeing reflection of the reflected light. If the light that is on my face is not original, reflected light. Everything is reflection. But these reflections we take as real and start suffering. So our condition is like the bird. We take it as real and suffer. So, eva muktva vasishtam cha vitva Vishwamitra abhyavashata. Having thus told, then Vishwamitra ji told Vasistha Maharaj, asya chitta vishrantehi ragavasya mahatmanah, for quietening the mind of Rama, chitta vishrantehi raghunam api sarvesham prabhu kula guru mune. You are the Kula Guru of the whole Raghuvamsha family. Therefore, yuktim cha upadishadya. Therefore, tell him the techniques, the knacks. The word is yukti. Yukti is a knack. Be attentive. Spiritual life is not a torture. It is a knack. Take two examples. Riding a bicycle and having a balance, not falling down, is a knack. Therefore, once you learn in your life, you will never forget it. Forgetting is possible when you have learned by mind. See, we don't learn by mind how to balance on the bicycle. It's an act. And there are some, they just can't. And nobody can teach them. Similarly, this knack we have to learn. And swimming. Swimming is also a knack. You may take many lessons, go to the best swimmer to learn. But if you cannot learn, you cannot learn. Third example, rhythm in singing. You cannot teach. There are some people very much enthusiastic and they give the rhythm so perfectly wrong. You try to give wrong rhythm, you can't. Okay? And there is one lady, she has neither rhythm nor voice nor nothing, yet she wants to learn this bhajan kirtan. Because coming from a rich family, she appointed one teacher. And the teacher is coming because he is getting his fees, that's all. And she doesn't know the difference between Sare, Gama, Pada. For her, everything is har ek akshar bhais barabar, like that, So, she was being taught by that teacher. He tried once, twice, 1 month, 6 months. After that, he told her, Viviji, I am coming here only because I get the fees. Because I want to earn money. How can I survive? But I am telling you frankly now, there is no music in you, you cannot learn. You have to have it. It's a knack. Therefore, spiritual life is a knack. And therefore, here, Vishwamitra ji tells, Yuktim cha upadisha adya. So you tell him the knack. Tvam iti uktaha munihi abravit. And when this was told by Vishwamitra ji to Vasistha ji, then Vasistha Bhagwan started telling, Yaddeva brahmana proktam samsara brahmashantaye tat smaramiti samprocha vaktum samupachakrave. We all know Vasistha ji is the Manasaputra of Brahma ji. And therefore, whatever knowledge is there, it is not attributed to any person. This is the basic difference between our Sanatana Dharma and all other religions. All other religions are personality oriented. Ours is a principle oriented. Therefore, more scientific. Can we say that physics is science attributed to Newton? No. See, friends, it is based on principle, not on person. And therefore, it is constantly growing. If it is person, it is halting there. Whatever he said, do that. Further, there is no possibility. Why? Dumb. And such people become obsessed. Whatever I say, that is right. No, but normally it is said that the murgi, the bird has 2 legs. No. Meri murgi ki ek hi taang. Arey. No options are given because afraid of getting lost. See, friends, how important it is. There are many people, you must have seen these days. They are trained in, let us take chemistry. But afterwards, when they are grown up and do their whatever education they have to do, they get into banking. Chemistry has nothing to do with the banking, but they do go. See, because the basic is you are equipping yourself. That doesn't mean you should get hold on to that. Therefore, I got this knowledge from my father, that is Brahmaji, and he is the Manasa Putra. See, Yadeva Brahmana Proktam Samsara Brahma Shantaye, whatever he told me, for the removal of the wrong notions about the world. Brahma is that which appears, in spite of that it doesn't exist. Yadeva Brahmana Proktam. Like, for example, we all know through science and accordingly our Sanatana even before that the earth is round and moving around the sun, and therefore there is an illusion of sunrise and sunset. See, the sun doesn't rise, doesn't set, it doesn't go to the mud. See, it is something like what? Like when you are sitting in the car and the front seat, and the car is running, and you will see the road running in the opposite direction. We see that, but is it happening? Then movement of the car is superimposed on the road. In the same manner, movement of the earth is superimposed on the sun, and therefore it appears sunrise and sunset. Therefore, this is Brahma. So, Yadeva Brahmana Proktam Samsara Brahma Shantaye. See, this world is only an appearance, a delusion. Delusion is in us. The result of the delusion is illusion outside. See, after my, this cataract operation, I see now the lights, not the normal lights. Like this light, whatever you are seeing, what I see is, suppose I look at this light, it doesn't look as it is. It looks like a big one. Are you seeing that big one? You are seeing normal. But because whatever that multifocal lens they have put, he told me, the doctor told me, Swamiji, I am putting multifocal, but by then you will be seeing the small light, a very big one. Anyway, you are not driving, so there is no problem. See? So, is that light become big? No. Brahma. Therefore, any experience, be very attentive, any experience gathered through the limitations of sense organs and taking that experience as real is an illusion. Once I went to somebody's house and they had a newly arrived girl after the marriage of their son in their house. She was bringing tea. And I was, having something in my eyes, so I was scratching or doing something. So when I did like this thing, I saw two of them because pressure on the eyeball, two of them. Then I said, hey, you said your son got married to one girl, but these are two of them. So that girl was very smart. She says, Swamiji, this is for you and this is for you. See how beautiful it is? It is not two, it appears. Friends, this world appears other than us. And whenever we take the sense of otherness as real, samsara begins. Perception of otherness is not the issue. Perception of otherness is taken real is the issue. See? Therefore, Yadeva Brahmana Proktam Samsara Brahma Shantaye Tat Smarami Iti Samprocha. So whatever was told, now I remember, now Vaktu Samupa Chakrame, now I will start telling this thing to Rama to get out of this mess that we are in. So the teacher continues. Sarvada sarvameveha samsare raghunandana samyak prayuktat sarvena paurushat samavapyate. How beautiful. Hey Raghunandana, hey Ram, everything in this world is possible to be attained if you put sincere, right efforts in your life. My friends, there is no substitute for hard work. There is no substitute for commitment for the cause. See, one of the most important thing in life. Those who are not wanting to put efforts, they deserve to be dissolved in this world. Therefore, sarvada sarvameva iha samsare. All the time, anywhere in this world, samyak prayuktat sarvena. When proper efforts are put in the right direction. We put efforts, but in the wrong direction. Suppose one person went to the doctor. Doctor Saab, yes, I want to reduce my weight. I have become too blown up. What should I do? He said, run every day 8 miles. For how many days? 1 month. Okay. He went. After 1 month, he called. Dr. Saab, as per your orders, I was running for 8 miles every day. So, are you reducing the weight? Yes, weight is reduced. But there is a problem. What problem? I am 240 miles away from my house. He kept on running. Arey Dumbo. This is our condition. We put efforts, but the wrong way. Therefore, samyak prayuktat. Efforts must be there, but a right kind of efforts. And this is where many of us fail in life because of this. We are sincere, but we are not proper. Proper is required. Samyak prayuktat sarvena paurushas samavapyate. Now, continuing further, ushastram shastritam cheti dvidam paurusham smrutam tatra ushastram anarthaya paramarthaya shastritam. There are two ways of living our life in this world. How do we conduct ourselves? Two ways. One is ushastram, contrary to the scriptural injunctions, and shastritam, according to the scriptural injunctions. Two of them. So, dvidam paurusham srutam, then tatra ushastram anarthaya. If we lead our life according to our own whims and fancy, see, anarthaya paramarthaya shastritam, and if we are following the scriptural injunctions, then alone it will lead us on the higher stage of life, paramartha. Who was talking to me recently? Swamiji, my daughter was asking me, what is wrong if we eat non-vegetarian? Others also eat. See? Then what is wrong in living in partnership? Why get married? This is Ushastram. Then ultimate is only a tragic end of life. These friends. Therefore, Tatra Ushastram Anarthaya. And today only I read one case. One highly educated lady married for 10 years in such a top position, AI and this laboratory, they establishing this institution, huge academic achievements. Divorce between the two. and the boy has to be given to the father every Sunday. So before that Sunday comes, she went to Goa and checked in a hotel. Next day she went back to Bangalore, and the watchman saw this lady came with a child. How come she is going alone? So he told the manager that I am seeing something surprising. And she didn't want to go by flight, only by car. So they say, car, it will be very difficult. Why don't you go by flight? No, I want to go by car. And when they checked the room, it was all clear, blurred and everything. So immediately machinery started working, and that car, the driver was told in Konkani language so that she doesn't understand. And car was taken to the police station, and they saw in the bag dead body of her own child, 4 years. What is the use of education, degrees, success? This is what he said. Ushastram anarthaya. What our scriptures tell? See, two persons can never agree with each other on 100%. Marriage is a platform of learning tolerance. And if somebody is under the influence of the Shastra, no, we are so and so, we are Brahmins, we are Christians, according to our religion, we should not do this thing. This is wrong. What our parents will think if we divorce? And automatically you are controlled. But if we get into the AI, then we start, somebody else is thinking for us. Therefore, Ushastram anarthaya, when we do not follow our scriptural injunctions. And scriptures are not our enemies. They are for our good. For example, our scriptures tell us, you should begin your day in the Brahma Muhurta, early in the morning. Now, we get up early in the morning, what the scriptures will get? So, they are not telling you to get something benefit from us. It's for our good. See? Similarly, when you take food, before taking food, offer it to God. So, if you are offering to the Lord before taking food, you will not offer the leftover of yesterday. Then you will prepare every day fresh food and then offer to Lord. The things change if we follow the simple little things in life. Therefore, tat ushastra anarthayam paramarthaya shastritam. Therefore, who is guiding our life? Now on this, Sri Rama asked a question. Sri Ram uvacha praktanam vasana jalam niyajeti mam yata muni tathaiva tishtami krupana kim karomyam. See how our mind is playing trick with us through the character of Bhagavan Ram. As a praktanam vasana jalam niyajati mam yatha. See, my mind is having a lot of earlier impressions. See? Mam yatha mune tathaiva tishtami, and I am under the influence of my earlier impressions. Therefore, krupanaha kim karomiham, now I am helpless. What can I do? It is something like, I can't stop smoking. I have to smoke. See, friends, remember this. Whenever we say, I cannot do it, because we do not want to do it. Second thing, we have not recognized the value and importance of that. Take a simple example. Has anybody ever said, earning money is difficult, therefore I am not going to earn the money? On the contrary, there we discover many techniques. because we have got value for money. Exactly the same way, when we have value for the divine being that we are to recognize, then all your difficulties will dissolve. Therefore, this is our mind echoed in the words of Bhagwan Rama. Praktanam vasana jalam. Praktan is prarabdha, whatever is there in my mind. I am like that. No, vasana jalam. Niyajati mam yatha, as they are compelling me to behave. Mune tathaiva tishtami. Therefore, if I start justifying my anger, what does it mean? I don't want to get rid of the anger. Many people say this, Swamiji, unless you become angry, these people don't work. Now you have got value for the work or for your peace of mind. Never justify wrongness in life. See, friends, Mune tathaiva tishtami kripanaha kim karomyaham. What can I do? Vasistha uvacha. Vividho vasana vyuha shubhashcheva shubhashchate vasanogena shuddhena tatra chet apaniyase tat kramena shubhenaiva padam prapsisi shashvatam. Now here the teacher tells Vividha vasana vyuha. There are two types of impressions on our mind. Vividha vasana vyuha. Shubhascha ashubhashchate. That which is good and that which is not good. Now here we have to define what is good and what is bad. That because of which you are at peace with yourself under all conditions is good. That which disturbs you on every small little thing and then you justify your disturbance is bad. Don't justify wrong things in life. There was one lady in Delhi. She was a college professor. She was teaching in medical college. I think, what was her branch? I don't remember. Radiology, huh? She was coming regularly for my classes. Never even once she came on time. She has to come 5 minutes late. And I can't help. Everybody knows now, even my students know in the college, that I am 5 minutes late. One day it so happened, in my lecture, she came on time. Then it was a shock and surprise for me. I said, Mama, how come today you are on time? Swamiji, watch. Because of the watch, it has gone fast. Therefore I came early. You can imagine, you are justifying your being late. In the same manner, if we justify, no, I can't stop, I get angry, then you don't want to walk spiritual path. Friends, Adhyatma is a Sanskrit word. Adhyatma means pertaining to the self, not pertaining to the world. If we are not at peace with ourselves, we cannot be at peace with the world. So, Dvidho vasana vyuha shubhascha ashubhashchate vasano ghena shuddhena tatra chet apaniyase tat kramena shubhenaiva padam prapsasi shashvatam. So, what we have to do is, we are carried away by these two types of habit or notions. So, what we have to do? By Shubhena, now we have to decide what is the goal of our life. Goal of our life is, we must not lose our cool. See? In a school, I was talking to children. and I wanted to tell them this principle. So I told them one story. There was a man, he was such a terrible smoker. Constantly he used to smoke, one after other, so many cigarettes. And I said, Arey, why I am telling you this story? This is a different class. I prepared this story from other class. Oh, I am so sorry, I am so sorry. Then I said, okay, now for your class, this is the thing. There are three things on the table. One is a matchbox, second is a candle, and third is a cigarette. Now, if this man will lift it, what he will lit the first? Now, I have already conditioned their mind by the story of the smoker. So, if this man, if he is asked to lit something, what he will lit first? Everybody says cigarette. I said, all of you wrong. How come? I said, first of all, he will lit the stick. In the same manner, anger first burns where it is born. And when we become constantly angry, people give discount. नहीं, मम्मी हमेशा गुस्सा करती, don't worry. See, friends, and if somebody doesn't talk at all, and only once in a while, what happened? No, nothing. He has not become angry. Therefore, the wrong way of life should be changed by practicing the Shubha Vasana. And then, in due course, slowly, we will be able to go through our life, although earlier impressions were bad, but now we are slowly changing. Therefore, what is the spiritual life? Spiritual life is going nearer to our divine nature. And what are the symptoms if we are nearer to our divine nature? Only bliss. And what are the symptoms when we go away from our divine natures? Blisters. So find out whether we are in bliss or blisters. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Asya Shri Ramarksha Stotra Mantrasya Budakaushitarshihi Shri Ramachandro Devata Anushtup Chandaha Sita Shakti Srimad Hanuman Kilakam Shri Ramachandra Prityarthe Jape Viniyogaha